Hello there. What brings you to the Devilish Devices booth today? Oh, I see. So are you in the market for any particular mobile device, or are you just perusing? Well, no, that's no trouble at all. I can show you some of my favorite gadgets and apps, things like that, and then you can decide if you want to make a purchase. Now, I don't receive any commission for this. This is just sort of my hobby. It's the first year I'm doing it at the Wicked Wisdom Convention, but I thought it might be fun. Yes, the wind outside is quite bad, isn't it? I know they put me here in the corner booth, right by the door, so every now and again a gust will blow in and ruin my hair, which I've worked so hard to keep impeccable. So let me start with a more simple gadget. This is just a mobile phone that we have here. As you can see, it doesn't have too many exciting features, save for the fact that it does come with a good value plan that's offered through the Villainess League. Yes, we sort of got a bulk discount on it, so each month it's only 2 gold pieces to upkeep, and you get 500 minutes. It does have a camera, so you can take pictures on the go of your evil misdeeds and things like that, so that's nice. We do have another one with larger numbers for those who may not be able to deal with the smaller ones. For instance, Ursula, I know her fingers are a bit plump, so she has to have the larger number, a cell phone. And those who maybe have trouble seeing clearly, such as our older villainesses, the Queen of Hearts, for example. She is getting up in years, isn't she? All right. This next one here is actually the Poison Apple iPad 3. It's the 3rd version. I own this one myself. It just came out about a month ago, and I snatched it up right away. And this one is quite unique because it does come with a variety of different apps already installed, and some that can be downloaded for absolutely free if you are part of the Villainess League. Now, do you have a membership? Oh, good, good. Oh, yeah. Well, I know they offer a discount here at the convention for the initial sign-up fee, so I'm glad you took advantage of that. This particular tablet is great if you have scheduling concerns, things like that, because it does have a variety of organizational apps. I know I use it to keep track of all of the meetings, and it even has a curse scheduler, so you can kind of note when you performed your last curse, who it was upon, and the duration it's supposed to run, and it will give you a reminder when it's about to run out, so you can choose whether you'd like to kind of renew the curse or let it lapse, whatever the case may be. Let me see here. There's another app here that is a locator app. Yes. It's generally meant for princesses, and in fact all of the main princesses are already installed in the app itself, in the program, and it will be able to track them so that you can choose whether you want to avoid them or put a hex on them. And but you can also set the preferences to other foes. For instance, if you want to avoid I don't know, say Maleficent, because she's an evil crone, then, no, not bitter, no. Then you can just program her in here, and it will let you know when she's in the vicinity. I believe it lets you know within a mile radius. So yeah, it's a good amount of time to get away from them. Let me see what other app I would like to show you. Let me see here. Well, then of course there's the Spellbook app. So rather than having an actual app, you can keep all of your spells in here, curses, hexes, recipes for different enchanted edibles. For example, in mine, I have a great recipe for a poisoned caramel apple that is just to die for, literally. And what else? A wicked trifle. So different things like that. And it definitely comes in handy. Rather than having to break out a large spell book or cookbook, you can just access everything here. And there's even a section where there are tutorials from some of your the most notable wicked people in our community have done video tutorials on how to prepare different things. For instance, there's one here where let me see, who was it again? Oh, that's right. Lamia has a great one for an anti-aging cream, homemade, kind of DIY thing, and I tried it. It's great, and the tutorial is very in-depth. So I think those are the main apps that I use on a regular basis that will definitely be useful, especially for someone who is just starting out in the Villainess League. There's also, there's also a Villainess League app itself that keeps you up to date with all of our meetings. It has the agenda for every meeting and the notes from the previous gathering that we had, and talks about the dues and what is covered, things like that. It's also, as part of your membership, you do get health, medical insurance, and it'll tell you where the local doctors are, the apothecaries. Yeah, so that's useful. Then there's this one right here, which is, I think, probably my favorite gadget, and this is the portable magic mirror. I did not design this myself, but they did receive my feedback and input for it, so I had a hand in it, you might say. It's great. So rather than having a magic mirror that's hung on the wall, you just take this around with you, and you can consult with your magic mirror. Yes, well, it's very affordable. This one's actually 5 gold pieces, but it comes with a year membership plan where it'll be fully charged with minutes. Yeah, well, sometimes you need to have lengthy conversations with your magic mirror, don't you? And you don't want to run out of minutes halfway through their advice session. I turn to mine for guidance quite often, so I know how that is. So this one, it conveniently fits in a purse or a pocket, and you can consult with them whenever you like. It's very clear, great graphics, great resolution. There are even games that you can play on here along with your magic mirror entity, which is nice if you just want to kind of let your hair down. And yeah, so I like this. It also has a variety of other things on it, like calculator and a little schedule book. So it is kind of a multi-purpose device. Now this last device I'd like to show you is actually the Fairy Godmother Finder. And it looks similar to a cell phone. In fact, it has a variety of buttons on it. And what it does essentially is it detects fairy godmothers within a 50-mile radius and lets you know all of their stats, their profile. Well, you know, they all have a network there that they have exactly the fairy godmother placement agency. So it kind of taps into that database. All perfectly legal, of course. Well, sort of. But anyway, it lets you know all about their personal details, where you can find them, who their ward is, and this definitely comes in handy if you're trying to get a hold of someone who may be a little bit off the grid. as long as they're in contact with a fairy godmother at any point, you'll know about it. Or if you're trying to find the fairy godmother themselves. Yes. And there's also a neat feature on here, a side feature, which I find sometimes is more useful than the fairy godmother finder itself. It's actually a true love detector. So it will let you know, you just simply place the device, it has a barcode reader here, and you place that right up against someone, really any part of them, their hand, their arm, their face, whatever the case may be. And it will let you know if they have met their true love, if there is a true love that in the near future who may threaten a particular curse that you're about to cast. It will let you know all of the details that you need to know, essentially, before casting a hex or a spell. As we all know, true love is one of the few things that can actually break a curse. So it's always good to be well informed. Now, yeah, and that comes free with the fairy godmother finder. I know, I do think that at some point they should sell it as a separate device, just because that is such a useful feature. And I think that's just about it. There is one other thing hanging on the wall there. That is the full-size magic mirror. And nowadays they're actually touchscreen. So you can just access all of your multimedia and everything right there on the magic mirror. And then, of course, it does serve as sort of a communication device with your magic mirror. And on top of that, it can do different things like Skyping and FaceTime. Yeah, I love it. I actually have two in my home, one in kind of the communal area downstairs, and then one in my sleeping chamber. So, yeah. All right. Well, yes, feel free to look around and let me know if you have any questions.